Alright, so that last kick you just saw was a football kick. And my friends and I here are all wondering, how high did it go? And that's the question. So, we're going to solve that using physics! Yay! Exclamation points. Okay, so the first step is you're going to want to figure out all the variables you have. So, delta x, that's our distance, and that's a question mark. We don't know how high it went. So, our other variables are acceleration, which we know is gravity, negative 9.8 meters per second squared. There's our initial velocity, which is unknown at the moment. We're going to solve for that later. And then there's final velocity, which is 0. Because, oh, I'll explain that in a second. Okay, and time. Well, we timed it to be 2.65 seconds. But since this is a parabolic kick, we're only going to do it to the apex right here. So instead of 2.65, time is actually going to be 1.325, because it's half that. Which means, since it's completely stopped right here, that VF is 0. How handy is that? Now, anyway, going on, because we need to solve for how high it went. So we use the equation delta x equals initial velocity times time plus 1/2 of acceleration times time squared. But since we don't have initial velocity, we can't solve that. So we pull out the lovely equation VF equals VIT plus, never mind, just ignore that. Okay, instead we're going to use the equation VF equals VI plus yeah, so we're actually going to use the equation VF equals VI plus AT, acceleration times time. So, since we know our final velocity is 0, and our acceleration is negative 9.8, and our time is 1.325, we're just going to multiply those together. Oops, forgot the addition sign there. So you have 0 equals VI plus, oh, no, that's negative, sorry, minus 12.985, and you just add that to the other side, so you get 12.985 meters per second equals VI. So that's how fast our friend kicked it. Almost 13 meters per second, and that's pretty fast. That's admirable. I like it. So, now we can use our lovely equation here. So we'll just pull that over here. So delta x, our unknown variable, equals our now known VI of 12.985 times time, which is 1.325 plus 1/2 of A times time squared. And then multiply these two together, and you get 17.205125. And then you multiply these together, and you get 12.9 approximately. And then add these together, and you get, well, let's see here. Let's do this in a fancy way. I'm sure you've all learned. Plus 12.9. So we got 5, 2, 1, 5, 0. I'm running out of space here. Okay, that's 1. Carry the 1. 0. 1. That is 30.1 meters. I don't think you can kick that high, can you?
I love the life that we live in.